Celebration ensemble here. And you are absolutely getting your fix here.
Gale Radio with your hosts, Babs and Gale. Coming to you live from Syracuse Studios.
Diet Mountain Dew, baby, New York City.
Diet Mountain Dew is awesome.
Fucking love Diet Mountain Dew.
You know why? Because it tastes like Mountain Dew. Maybe with like a little less sugar, but
I feel like I don't even want to wear this because I'm so into this wig right now. It's fine. It's fine.
your shirt's like the color of Diet Mountain Dew.
This is my man shirt. This is the only color he wears. That's half a lie. It's most of what's in his closet.
That's so funny until you said, I didn't even notice that until you just said that. He does wear green a lot.
This is the only green. Not emerald, not hunter, nothing.
Not Hunter.
Not hunter.
Not Hunter. Like
It
me.
needs-
Not like we're both wearing green.
Did we do that not on purpose because of St. Patty's?
That's
Just
so weird.
passing? That's really strange.
And for the G, it's the G episode. Green.
G for green.
And for Gale. Green Gale. Like Green Goddess. Green Gale.
Yes.
Do you like Green Goddess dressing?
I usually get. Wait, no. What's the brand with like the? It's like the green label. Well, I can't remember it right now.
Wishbone.
Yeah, I'm usually would get Wishbone, but I haven't had like actual salad dressing in a long time because I just go for the balsamic now. It's just like the thing that hurts my stomach the least, I guess.
Dude, I love balsamic.
Yeah, just that
It's
with a
an
little bit of
underrated
olive oil.
dressing.
I know. I feel like it goes with most shit. So I don't know. I'll go for that.
My favorite combo is I do mixed greens with the vegan shredded cheddar with the Texas toast croutons
Oh my god, those are so
and
good.
sliced strawberries with balsamic.
Oh, you know,
So
there's
good.
this restaurant called Spuntino's in Garden City, and it was just like one of those places where, like, because it's in like a shopping center. So I went there in the shopping center initially to go like Ulta with my mom or something, and we're walking past this place, and I'm like, yeah, like we could use a bite to eat. Like, all right, it's an Italian place, we'll go in. This place is extra, like it's Italy Italian. It's not American Italian, which is equally as good, just extremely different. Like the dishes, one of them was like wild boar hash, and what you just said was that they have bruschettas or bruschettas, and one of them has like a strawberry balsamic mascarpone thing going on, and
it's
it
so
was
good.
so bomb. But usually I go for the one with like the prosciutto and the capers and the olive oil because it's beyond good.
I can't do capers.
No?
They're baby olives.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
Literally,
I
shrunken
like
olives.
I like very strong flavors, very potent flavors. I know that's not your thing. Olives just in general are not your thing, so I get it. I put capers on everything. I put it on salmon. I put it in my salads. I put it in pasta, like especially
Your oatmeal?
no, I don't put it in my oatmeal.
Imagine.
That sounds fucking disgusting.
Maybe it's like a savory. Do they make savory oatmeal?
If they
No.
do, like, good. If it hasn't been created, nobody out there do it, because that sounds like the nastiest shit in the world. Everything
Is
you
it,
see,
though?
no, it's. What do you mean? Is it though? Isn't savory oatmeal just
I mean,
grits?
I've had oat bagels before.
Isn't savory oatmeal just grits?
No, because grits is corn, right? Oh my god.
Yeah, and I mean, like, well, I guess what I meant was it's like the same idea
I know what you're saying.
and like sort of texture, but
Grits is more like. It's
I'm-
more like. It's
all
like
I can
more
think of is my cousin Vinny right now. do grits cook faster in your kitchen
You're
than
telling
in the
me
rest of the world?
the laws of physics occur in your fucking kitchen.
I love that movie so much.
I have to watch that again soon.
Oh my god, it's so good. That ridiculous suit that he's wearing, and that's just like the one of the most quotable movies I could think of. Next
To what?
the two Utes.
Rest in peace, Herman Munster.
Oh, R.I.P. Man. You know, one of my favorite quotes actually came from Marissa Tomei is when she was going and imagine you're a little deer drinking out of the brook and bam that whole spiel that always cracks me up.
You're taking a drink of water from the crisp cool lake. Bam! A fucking bullet hits you, and then do you really think you would give a flying fuck what the bastard was wearing?
God, I have never heard you do that well, her voice and just an Italian accent that is not Sopranos-esque.
I guess I'm used to quoting Paulie.
I know. Paulie walnuts.
Or as my nephew says, Paulie donuts.
That's the cutest shit ever. Honestly. I love it.
Jinx.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke. Oh, wait. No, I mean, you owe me a pop. You owe me a soda pop.
What are we in Canada?
You owe me a soda.
I love how there's actual debates online of like people will post a picture of like it's like a collage of Coke, Sprite, Dr. Pepper, Fanta, or something like that. It'll be like 4 sodas, and they'll be like, "Please post in the comments what this is. Is it pop or is it soda?" And people like literally go off. Like, that's definitely pop. That's definitely soda.
It's like, you fucking idiots. It depends on where you live, and that's what it is called. Just like the same thing with like shopping cart, or is it a wagon? It depends on where you live.
It's like in Europe, elevators are lifts.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
But still, they like how we say elevator. Like to them, like saying a lift, like you say elevator and you're like, they like have to think for a second. But just like if they said lift, it's like the same thing with us. We would have to... I'm so scared if I open this fast. It's going to be like, oh yeah.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens live. It's all good.
I get covered in fucking soda. That's what...
It is all good.
I would laugh. I wouldn't even be able to help it. I would laugh.
Yo, I really wanted to get good sleep last night, but you see, at midnight, Lana Del Rey's new album dropped, which was, I guess, the inspiration of getting this wig, because it reminded me of, aside from the Dark Roots, the cover of Born to Die, which was her first album that I love. I was listening to that album on the way here after having listened to the new stuff. New stuff is a lot more chiller, slower than the old stuff. I don't want to say I like one better than the other. It's just very different. Like,
I could see that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I played anything else for you other than Chemtrails. I don't think that...
I've heard her stuff here and there, like from like on TV. I've like looked up her songs before and stuff. She's good.
Yeah, she's a total gal. But from what I heard, I really do like it. The last album was kind of like, it wasn't a bomb, but it wasn't... I just wasn't like a huge fan of it. But... And then I forgot the date. I don't know why. Probably because Spotify is going to remind me that Tomahawk drops. I want to say like by next week. I feel like the 26th is in my head for some reason. I don't know if I'm right, but I'm very, very excited about that. Very, very
business excited. Casual.
Dog eat dog. I like business casual better though. Whatever. Mike's not... He's gonna take no offense. You think that Mike gives a shit about who likes what song? He's just out there making shit for just himself, really.
I was just gonna say, like, he's probably the least person that I would think would give a shit about what people think out of all the people we listen to.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like to an extent, obviously, like someone is an artist creates something and puts it out there. They want people to enjoy it, but I just get this vibe off of him that he's like, yeah, like I'm way past the point of actually caring if you guys want to even digest what I put out there. So here's what I want to do. And if you like it, awesome, I guess. Like he just has a totally different attitude about it.
But it seems like from the people that I know that are Mike Patton fans, unless like I asked them and they said differently, I don't think anyone has genuinely been disappointed in anything he's done. Like, I saw like 10 people posting the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fucking song the other day that he just did.
Yeah.
They were like, this man like he could do anything.
He honestly can and will, and he's just fucking insane, and I love him for it. The only thing that I never got down with was he did like, it was very, I think it was John Zorn. Wait, no, it was called Moonchild. Not into it. I went to go even see them live just so I could see him.
Did he do it
Like,
with Frank Zappa?
I-
Frank Zappa's kids? One of his kids'
John's-
names is Moonchild.
No, the project was called Moonchild. Wait, hold on. We're coming back to that in a second. The project was called Moonchild, but I want to say the guy's name that he did it with was John Zorn. Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
We've talked
Lo
about this guy,
siento.
John Zorn, before. And we thought it was the same guy that did the Lindman videos, but it turned out it wasn't.
Okay, I'm recalling it now. Then who was it that did the
Lindman videos? This
Yeah.
guy named Zorn, but it's not the same.
So it's just
yeah.
Zorn. Okay.
I stand corrected. Frank Zappa's kids' names are Moon Zappa, Dweezil Zappa, Diva Zappa, Ahmet Zappa. Dweezil Zappa was actually on an episode of Chopped.
Dweezil.
Dweezil. He was on an episode of Chopped.
Bro, if my parents ever named me Dweezil.
And you saw how it was spelled? It's not even like spelled how you would
It's like
think.
DW.
EEZ, which you would expect, but I would think it was LE after that. And it's
EL like Denzel.
ILE. Like
ILE.
like
Oh.
Dweezil.
Wow.
But it's not. It's Dweezil.
That's I'm sorry. That's something else. I would never do that to my kid.
Dude, you know how much shit that guy was on? And he was in like a fucking, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but actually I remember talking about this with shout out to Pete Dawn one time.
What's up, little Pete?
He apparently, I know I might be wrong with this, but I feel like he was in a mental institution at one point, and the type of therapy that they were doing at that point was it was kind of like microdosing, but it wasn't. It was like they took drugs and pretty much like shoved it up his nose, and it like went directly like to his brain. He did like a lot of fucked up shit.
Oh my god.
We'll go into it in the next episode. I'll do more research on Frank Zappa, but he's been through a lot. He's crazy fucking. He was a crazy dude. But R.I.P. again.
R.I.P. again, man.
Sucks, but yeah, that pretty much that man like went through a lot of fucking.
How does Peter still do it? He goes.
Not that we're doing that to Frank Zappa.
We totally aren't. I couldn't help it because I don't know. I think it's like embedded in me because even though I'm raised Catholic, but I don't follow the religion now at all. It's just like whenever someone says R.I.P. or we pass a cemetery, it's like this instinctual thing to make the sign of the cross, and I'm like, okay, like is it just like out of respect at that point that I'm doing it? Probably.
It's like how Rick Ross says "bless up."
Bless up. I feel like I have not said bless up. And
no, he doesn't say it. What am I talking about? The other guy says it.
Holmst.
Oh my god, what the hell is his name? He's in all the songs. DJ something.
DJ Scribble from MTV.
He did the song. Oh my god, "We the Best." What the fuck is his name?
I don't know, but do you remember DJ Scribble?
I don't. Why can't I remember DJ? I can't even remember this guy, and this guy's on every fucking song that's on the radio.
It was just the first one I thought of because he used to be like on MTV all the time. He did like every spring break thing, and I remember one time he was doing a DJ set in a separate like the place I had my 8th grade dance. There was like the separate party rooms, and he was DJing at another party, and I came out of the room to go to the bathroom, my little 14-year-old self, and sees him running down the hall. And back then, I guess he was like really hot shit. And I was like, oh my God. And he stopped and gave me a hug. And I can't believe I just said
that's amazing.
So embarrassing.
By the way, I was thinking of DJ Khaled.
Oh. Yeah. So there's that.
That's who I was thinking.
There's that. So you guys sent in a lot of good G bands this week.
Hell
actually.
Yes.
Including you with Glass Cloud, right? That was it. Yeah. Never heard them. Never heard them before. I feel like you've heard so much more stuff than me. So like I just want to hear about Glass Cloud, and I think you told me you saw them live.
I
Right.
did. I actually technically saw them twice. The first time I saw them, I really wasn't familiar with them, and I actually it seems like it's like an ongoing thing with me with concerts. I was sick as a dog. I had bronchitis, and I went to I had a fever and
okay.
everything, and I was like, I need to go to this show because it was a Let Live show. And shout out to Jason Allen Butler.
Yeah, there's just some shows.
Uh,
Oh, she did the Phil kiss. Can't blame Phil for your bronchitis this time.
No, I can't. So I
wish you could though.
No, I don't like blaming Phil for things.
It just happens.
It just happens. My nose really itches. That means I'm gonna get in a fight.
What?
It's probably my grandma. I ate my grandma. So anyway, I saw them. They opened for Let Live, but like I was feeling really sick, so I was like in the lobby, like chilling, and I heard them, and then I saw them at Amityville Music Hall, and that was ridiculous. I thought that place was gonna get shut down. That shit was crazy. It was so much fun. Like the bands were like all over the place. They was like moshing, crowd surfing. Remember those days?
I do remember those days. I still enjoy being in a pit. It's just, well, we haven't been in one. Haven't had the opportunity to be in one.
April 1st. I saw it on Metal Injection interview.
That's what I've been hearing.
Interview. Article. Sorry. I got way too excited.
That's okay. You were thinking of Metal Injection because that's the Phil interview that you watched. So I know that Phil's on your mind.
Actually, Till's on my mind. Not that I meant for that to rhyme, but
Till and
April
Phil.
1st, that means I might be a go for September.
That's good. I mean, I'm supposed to see Rage Against the Machine in August. So, like, we're around the same time. I'm hoping for the best. Whatever the hell that looks like.
I think we all are.
Just let me be able to fucking sit somewhere and hear people play music. Like, I don't give a fuck if it's your grandma at this point.
My grandma, imagine.
Up there playing the fucking drums. I don't care. Just bring me to a venue and let me scream around a bunch of individuals that love music. That's all I want.
Hell yeah.
Well, so thank you for playing Glass Cloud for me. I feel that she's definitely been exposed to more bands than I have. So every time I hear something, I'm like, wow, I never heard this before. Like it's like it's a big fucking surprise that I haven't heard of it before.
No, but that's why it's good because we both listen to like different genres and then we mash and make the perfect fruit salad.
Oh my God. I love the fruit salad.
You like the blueberries and the strawberries, and I'm more of a honeydew and a pineapple.
She hit it right on the head. Honestly. You truly did. But with that being said, we do have...
That thing is a fucking beast in the air.
I know. It really is.
Like, every time.
I know. It's bad. I really
it's
like
good to itself.
The Puff Plus things, whatever, but like they don't really sell them here anymore.
Can I tell you what happened when I went to buy one?
No.
I won't say where I bought one, but it's where you bought yours. And
wait, in my town or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I went there and I asked the guy for one and I asked him if I got the pineapple ice. I was all excited. I was like, oh, this is going to be good. You would have thought I asked this guy for an eighth of crack. He was so sus about it. Like, went behind the counter and he came back and he was like, how did you find out about these? And I was like, bro, what? I was like, my girlfriend told me about him and said they were really good. And he was like, well, you can't tell anybody that you know
what
about
is it,
these.
the fucking pick of destiny?
Literally, I was like, and this guy was like mad. So I was like kind of nervous too because I was like, oh my God, what is he going to like?
That is so weird. I was in there.
You would have thought I was an undercover cop.
I really... It wasn't that long ago that I was in there, and I go in there and I just say, "You have the puff, like the puffs." I asked.
That's what I said. I said I called it a puff, the puff bar.
I usually get the lush ice, and the guava ice is pretty good too. So is the pink lemonade, but so good. It's so damn good. But I don't understand why he like lost his fucking shit about it.
He didn't like lose his shit, but you would have thought I was an undercover cop, like trying to like ask for alcohol and like pretend I was 16. Like it was just like
I got translated in Italy by a man named Salvatore Papadillo.
Yeah, like-
took me 6 years.
like say this was the Puff Bar. He was like,
Get the fuck out of
I
here.
was like, bro, what?
My guy, oh, what's up, Halsey? About Face Beauty. You're wearing it again? Yes. It's like my favorite fucking shade on you. It's my favorite nude on you. Yeah,
Thanks, Gail.
You're welcome, Gail. Yeah,
Did you bring my posh lipstick?
No, it's still not here.
Oh yeah, because you ordered. I'm such an idiot. She knows how much I love posh, so she got me a posh lipstick.
Yes, Victoria Beckham, may I please just say, it is a lipstick, not a block of gold. Bring your fucking prices down, bitch, okay? There's even some Chanel lipstick that I've seen that's like less than yours. Just throwing out there.
I've loved her since I was like 8 years
I mean, no, I love her too. But lower your price.
Podcast.
Babs,
Code Babs.
when I say bitch, it's a loving term in this sense. It's a term of endearment. Like, bitch, lower your prices. Because like we love you and we love your shit and we want to support you, but like we're not rich like you. You know what I'm saying?
That's probably why I got this wig too.
Oh my god. We're Lana
Stop.
and Victoria today.
I need some
Bunny with a human touch. Hey you, always on the run. Gotta slow it down, baby. Gotta have some fun.
We're gonna get demonetized.
Oh,
That's
God.
me. You know what's funny? When you give me the lipstick, I'm gonna wear this wig. I'm gonna wear the lipstick
And the dress.
And the dress.
I
love that dress.
Is the little black dress? No, you need a little black dress with like the spaghetti straps they used to call them, like
It's
the
not
very
a little black dress. I mean, it is a little black dress, but it's not like that. I do, and I
some
actually
heels.
I saw some
Strapless
on
heels.
Amazon for like $12.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna order me some. There was one. It was like the Burberry plaid like print, but they're like
I love that.
legging material. So, because I like wearing stuff like now that I'm skinnier too. I like wearing stuff like that with like Converse, like low top Converse, and like a pair of fishnets in the summertime.
Yeah, no, it looks mad cute. You can dress it up or dress it down, like a black dress. Look at me giving fashion tips when I'm sitting here in a fucking man's t-shirt. Like,
Stop, it's adorable.
I adore him. My shit is emerald. I wear emerald green. This is a strange occurrence for me. Why only neon?
Neon?
Why only neon and lime? I want to know. I'm gonna ask him. What's his fucking deal? How come he doesn't like emerald? I love emerald.
He's a sneaker junkie too.
Big sneaker junkie.
That's probably what helped
why
inspire it.
My I needed a new pair of sneakers because my New Balances, I haven't worn them in a long time because they're shit now. Like, I've worn them way too many times and just support just like really sucks. All I had to do was say, yo, I need a new pair of sneakers. He was like, yeah, what color do you want? Do you like this brand? Oh, and check this out. And but like, it's adorable because he's knowledgeable on it. So if I'm going to ask anybody about what kind of a good sneaker to buy, like, it's going to be him.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I did just get a treadmill that I was planning so that was in my head too. I'm like, all right, like, I want a decent pair so I don't, it's like when you're walking on an incline, you need something good.
You need an arch.
This thing gets delivered to my house broken. The guy was about to leave and he goes, oh, let me just turn it on. Like, I'll show you like how to, power it up before I go. I'm like, all right. So he flips the switch. He presses the start button. Nothing happens. And I'm like, what do you have to say about that?
He probably felt like the size of a pea.
But you know what? It's not even his fault because he's just the delivery guy, right? So I had to tip him anyway. He did what he came to do. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
imagine being him and just be like, oh, I gotta lug this fucking thing in the fucking house, down the fucking stairs, and set it up. And it was probably so satisfying when he went to walk out and he was like, you know what? Let me just check. Some delivery guys wouldn't even probably have checked it. When I got
They
my
were
washer and
super
dryer, they didn't
nice.
check it.
They were super nice, both of them. But this one guy in particular, like he was just like a little bit like more like talkative, whatever. And like, so he was the last one out and he was like, yeah, I'm going to start up. Nothing happened. So he was like, I am so sorry. This is like the first time this has happened.
Doubtful.
And I'm like, are you sure about that though? So I'm waiting on a call because I have a case open. So I don't know. They said they have to diagnose it. And so either they'll replace just the console part with the computer or whatever, or just give me a whole new unit.
What's to diagnose? It doesn't fucking work.
I
The
know.
end.
Because they want to see if it's something that like a mechanic can go in and fix.
If it's a software issue.
Yeah. And like if it's not fixable, then they have to just take that shit apart and give me a new one. All I wanted to do was lose like 1 to 2 more dress sizes before my brother's wedding. That's all I wanted. And
it's going to happen.
And it's just, I don't know. I guess I was like being lazy because it's still like cold outside. And like, I don't want to walk so far when it's freezing out. Like maybe I'm a brat. I don't fucking know, but I would rather work up a gnarly sweat in my house and like step into my shower the second that I get off the thing, you know? So anyhow, you were saying before that our interests are like a fruit salad, but there is a band that we do have in common that I think that we like just as much, and that's Ghost.
We love Ghost here.
We love Ghost in this house.
Screw all the haters that don't like Ghost.
Love Ghost. The first time I was introduced to them was very, very recent. Like I'm talking, okay, this has to do with everything. What year was AHS Apocalypse? When did that premiere? Because I remember it was my friend Trista showed me the song He Is like around that time.
I like that song.
I love that song very much. I saw the video for that and I just the makeup, how everything's so theatrical. It's like these are like ballads to Satan, basically. That's a ballad to Satan.
Did you ever see the Kiss the Goat Goat video?
Wow, the one that you sent me 5 fucking gazillion times. Yes. Yes, I have.
But Papa Nihil is in that.
I like Toby.
He's the older version of Toby, Papa Nihil.
Okay, so maybe hold on, riddle me this.
Riddle me this.
No, it's not even a riddle me this. I just wanted to say it. But okay, so is it actually the same singer, but he just puts on different makeup? Okay.
It's different characters. He was
Cardinal,
Copia, and he was Papa Emeritus.
Emeritus? Papa Emeritus?
Emeritus. It's
wait.
EMERTIUS.
I was gonna say
Emeritus.
I see the spelling in my head. Yes, and then it was.
I think it was just.
Did you see that?
I think it was just so soon.
I need contact lenses so shit like this doesn't happen. I like the way glasses look on me, but they're so fucking annoying.
I think Dweezil Zappa has contacts.
I'm so fucking glad. Of course he does. No, I think I'm gonna get for the summer prescription sunglasses. I think that I finally just need to cave and do it because it's really annoying. I wanted to find like cat eye
yeah, just those two
red
names.
cat eye red sunglass or like red or purple. I think that would look sick.
Those were just his 2 names.
Yeah?
Yep. Cornucopia, and that's what he is now. And first was Papa Emeritus.
We'll just call him Toby.
We'll just call him Toby. That's his real name, Toby.
But I very much enjoy the whole rebirth thing, the theme that they have going. I watched a lot of their live concert videos. I wish we would have went to go and see them. Didn't we have an opportunity? But we just like
maybe played Barclay.
Was it that we just didn't like have the money to like spare at the time? Did it sell out too fast? It was something that
if I remember correctly, I think it was around the time the Rammstein tickets went on sale. The first time we saw them.
I mean, listen, in that case,
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah. It's not that obviously we didn't want to see Ghost, but it's like Rammstein is like, when do they ever come around? You know, you have to take advantage of them when they come around.
Like every 6 years.
Uh-huh. And you told me they don't like playing in the States.
No,
So,
I get it. You know, like a lot of people looking like, oh, they hate America. No, that's not entirely true. Um, it's just the fact that everywhere they go, no matter what state, there's a different set of rules for every state.
exactly. If you have a show that, and their shows are like incredible, and like you want to
That's
be able
so
to
hard to
you
keep
want to
up
be
with.
able to set off your fireworks and do your crazy shit and make it the show that you envisioned in your head as an artist,
It's
right?
sad. It's not just that.
So it's not just that. What is it?
That's like part of it is like the fireworks, different states like New York, like in particular. I remember when I saw Kiss, Paul Stanley wanted to like stand on this ring thing and fly across the crowd and have a stage in the middle of Jones Beach floor and land on it and do Love Gun out there. They do it in the DVD. Jones Beach wouldn't let him do it, but they let Gene Simmons fly, like literally get hooked to a cable and fly to the top of Jones Beach Theater, and he did God of Thunder from the top of the theater. Gnarly.
Oh my god, that is.
So yeah, it's weird how like it's different insurance things for different like states, but like Till and Flocka, the keyboardist guy that's always on the treadmill, they got arrested in
So-
Chicago for
so weird.
soliciting a homosexual act during a Bertiche because Till bends Flocka over and he puts on a fake strap on and pretends to like bang him out.
simulate
and,
sex on stage.
Yeah, well then the peepee like has
stuff.
stuff flying out of it all over the crowd after. So yeah, they got arrested for soliciting a homosexual act on stage.
But it's like really like okay.
It's so
I like in
dumb.
that instance, I just feel like if you're a fan of theirs, you're coming to see their show, you know that to expect things like that from them. So why can't they just like get a fucking break cut for them?
You know what
Like,
Bertiche
you know what I mean?
means?
No.
Bend over.
There it is, everybody. What the fuck do you expect? It's called bend over.
Not only that, but in Germany, like sex is very open and free over there. Like, you know how many nudist beaches are in fucking Germany? Like,
I know they think nudity is nothing.
sex is
to
very
them.
open and freeing to them. It's
total opposite of here. Over here, you post a fucking nipple on Instagram. God forbid it's
Yeah.
a woman's fucking nipple. Are you serious? Like who? But you'll allow stupid bullshit. In fact, okay, but it's the censorships. It does bother me. I know it bothers a lot of people. My friend put up a meme the other day, and yeah, it was definitely dark humor. It was like someone, you probably saw this, like photoshopped Jeffrey Dahmer sitting in like a Five Guys with his meal, and like
No, I
and
didn't.
like the caption says, "This doesn't taste like Five Guys," and she got like Facebook grounded for posting that. And I've seen
oh,
that
this
meme.
is Facebook.
Yeah, and but the thing is, I've seen other people, a couple of other people, post that same meme before. Nothing happened to them. So what is it about her account? It's not like that's the stuff that she posts all the time. I don't know. I don't
The
understand.
community guidelines have gotten ridiculous.
Yeah, very much so.
Like ridiculous.
You gotta, I don't know, fly under the fucking radar somehow. And nowadays, and it's
Well, you know, Facebook and Instagram, like I think Facebook bought Instagram.
yeah, because then once I remember when that first happened, it prompted me in a notification, like as soon as you went into Instagram, connect your Facebook Messenger with and your Instagram, so it's the same inbox. I'm like, I don't fucking want that shit, because then there could be like someone I follow on Instagram or someone that follows me that I don't know them, and then they can get my Facebook and know my real name and all this shit. Fuck that. No.
Dude, it's the weirdest thing. That's why they're having such an issue with people with like promoting OnlyFans, because a lot of people are saying that they probably tried to make a deal and OnlyFans was like, fuck you, we're not giving you this amount of money that you want.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why if you have an Instagram, it's a little piece of advice to all you out there. If you have an OnlyFans and you're on Instagram and Facebook, do not advertise as OnlyFans.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people use
Because
like
you
a
will get
different
banned.
spelling of OnlyFans. Like they spell only like ONLEE or something like that. Like
You
just
could also make up, I've heard people making up a backup account for their Instagram, and then you promote your stuff on the backup account.
Yeah, that's
because people are
smart.
getting their Instagram accounts deleted because they're promoting their OnlyFans.
Oh my god.
So it's fucking annoying. It's really annoying.
Home of the free land of the brave, right?
That's me right now.
Madonna mia.
Back to Ghost.
Yeah, back to Ghost. When you showed me a video of, I'm just gonna keep calling him Toby because he's just so fucking.
He looks like a Toby.
He's adorable. He's fucking adorable, and he puts on this makeup, and he looks like a fucking badass, like really fucking hot.
I want him to do my Halloween makeup. You know, TBH, I was gonna try to attempt to do ghost makeup for this episode.
You should just do like a TikTok or do something like fun
Yeah,
over the weekend.
I will.
If you can. I was what I was gonna say was, I don't know if it's the way that he applies his makeup, but it looks as though he's
So
wearing
clean.
prosthetics to make him look older. And I don't know if it's just his application where he places the lines or
Maybe.
you know, like, because when I saw how old this guy actually was, I'm like, he looks like he's fucking 12. Meanwhile, with the makeup, I don't know, it's just the contours of his face. It's something about him is aged, I guess. But I like it either way.
He's a mango.
He's a total mango.
Give it up for Mango Toby. That's us right now.
That's us. But yeah, I fucking love him. And you just told me something before we started that the members go by the elements as names. I did not know that. So it's Toby is, you know, Papa or Cardinal or whoever he's played, but then there's fire, water, air, earth, like that? Or is it?
Well, technically, they go by.
I just did the zodiac elements.
You're right. They go by like ghoul number 1, ghoul number 2. Like I think it's like numbered like that. But the drummer is earth. The bass player is water. The guitar player is fire, and the other guitar player is wind or air.
Wait, okay. Yeah, no, I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know what the other members look like.
They haven't been unmasked. They haven't revealed.
They haven't. Okay. No. Okay, so I don't feel so silly now.
Tobias usually is the one that does like interviews. Like they've talked in interviews and stuff, but he's like the front man, so he's like doing most of the interviews and stuff like that.
I really love a theatrical, well, live performance, but they really have made a whole act out of what they do. And I don't know, it's just something like fun for us to follow, I guess, and it feels like we are like getting invested in characters almost.
That's what I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of aggravated when I heard about Poppy's last meet and greet because
why is that?
They actually did something like that first, technically. When he was, I feel like he was Papa Emeritus first, and then he went to Cornucopia. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, that makes more sense. I think
you're right.
When Papa died, for a meet and greet, in order to meet him, you could go backstage, and they had a guy like a wax mannequin that looked like literally like Madame Tussauds copy of him in a coffin, like a glass coffin, and you walked up to the coffin, and that's how you met Papa. They didn't do like a proper meet and greet. It was literally like a funeral, and you walked up to the coffin.
Like Poppy?
That's what I'm saying. So when
why is
I heard that, I was like,
I want to know who started this fucking trend of like, yeah, let's do a meet and greet, but you're meeting their like corpse. Who started this?
Well, probably them. But at the same time, it fits them. Like when I heard they did it, I was like,
it does fit them.
I wouldn't want to meet the band. Like as much as I kind of would want to, I feel like it takes away the mystery of the band, and I feel like people knew that ahead of time. I feel like people knew ahead of time. It wasn't like they were like, "Oh, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna meet." Like I'm sure, like they have done meet and greets where it's the band, but the other members don't really talk.
I know
everyone wants
to meet
him, you know. So it's like, and plus, I'm assuming for like those shows in particular, they probably wanted it so it was like his funeral, but then usually the meet and greets are before the show. So it was like you went to the funeral first, and then the show was the birth of Cornucopia. So if those
I
fans
mean,
met him before the show, it would have taken away the luster of him coming out on stage for the first time.
yeah, I agree with
That's
that.
probably
Like,
why they that's the only thing I could think of, but
I can see why they did that, and although as a fan, I'd probably be disappointed. At the same time, it like you said, it fits them. So maybe I would have anticipated it would be something like that. I don't know. I think that's fucking cool. But personally, I was disappointed when it came to Poppy. But at the same time, the first time that I met her, it was we were in a confessional booth with like a sheet between us, and that was you get to talk to her, but and like have a conversation, but you don't actually see her. You just see her silhouette and you see her moving behind it.
so it may not even been her.
If it wasn't her, someone really knows how to do her voice very well.
What if it was like what if she was in like another room?
Wouldn't you be able to hear
Like an like if
No,
it was
no,
like set up like an
I
interrogation like kind of thing. You know
no,
what I
I
mean?
know what you mean. It didn't sound like it was coming from a speaker.
Oh, okay.
So that's I don't know. I guess you can tell if I wouldn't put it past her. So I don't blame you for fucking asking that. I really don't blame you. But
She was just following COVID procedures before COVID.
creepy. And then the second time around, I was really hopeful, but Mike was like, "This is going to be like the same thing like it was last time. Like I know it." And I was like, "No, no, 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 it's not. It's going to be different." Yeah, it was different because she was in a coffin,
She was probably taking a nap.
and we all had to go up there and like give a eulogy for her. Badass show though.
That's kind of fucking morbid if you think about it. Like I'm all into dark shit, but like imagine hearing strangers perform your eulogy.
So weird.
And that's for every tour date, so that's what you're constantly hearing like on a daily basis. It's gonna fuck with you a little bit, you know?
I never thought of it like that.
Speaking of American Horror Story, the first season, I forget the chick's name, but the blonde chick in the first season, the daughter, she said one of
Thaisa Farmiga, her character,
sure.
Violet.
Yes.
Okay. It's Vera Farmiga's little sister.
I didn't know that. She said the hardest episode they filmed that season was the one where she found her body underneath the house. She said that was the
Yep.
hardest season because she said that makeup and prosthetics, they did such an incredible job on her dead body. And she said just her sitting there in front of like her dead body, she's like, it looks so realistic. I felt like I was having like a really bad outer body experience.
And they actually kept it a secret from her that she was dead.
Yes.
Spoilers. They kept it a secret from her. So that way, when Tate brings her down into the basement,
It was an actual reaction.
it was an actual reaction. Could you imagine? I would actually love that if I was an actor, that for like the director to like do that, because I just feel like
That's so horrifying at the same time.
it's definitely horrifying, but I don't know. I feel like to get a genuine reaction, but then also it's like you're almost like a fan and you're invested in the own story you're doing because you're like, what the fuck happens? What happens next? And like, why is it not telling me? And like, oh, maybe this will happen. Maybe that. You know, it's like
I can make
you
a person
turn
go
into
crazy
fan.
though.
Absolutely.
AKA Shelley Duvall.
Oh, Shelley Duvall. She was put through such the ringer with The Shining. Stanley Kubrick was so hard on her. The scene where she comes into like where Jack sits and types. She goes into that room with the bat because she's looking for him at this point. Like she knows that something's up, and she's flipping through the papers, whatever. And he like starts like gaining on her, and like a fucking predator, and like she's going up the stairs. Stanley Kubrick made her do that scene 30 times.
Wasn't she sick too? Didn't she have like pneumonia or something? She was like really fucking sick.
I think that it's a possibility. I don't want to agree.
I feel like she was
immediately.
really like sick. I don't know if it was like, I forget what the reasoning was, but I remember hearing that she was like really ill and he just like didn't care.
He was just so fucking hard on her. And the thing is, like, she I think that she's a talented actress. Yeah, she definitely looks like she suits a Kubrick film. Let's just put it that way. And a Tim Burton film. She looks, she just has.
She's unique looking. That's but
Yes.
Olin Jones is like that too. Shout out to Olin Jones. I love her.
Very unique features. So,
But I met her and she's an absolute sweetheart.
I'm sure she is.
Like
I'm sure.
totally like chill,
You
like
see,
normal. But you look at her and you're like,
You know where
Yeah.
I know Shelley Duvall from originally? When she used to do like a TV show, like a fairy tale thing.
she was Popeye's wife.
I forget the name of it. Yeah, that's right. That's right. And then of course, I mean, The Shining is my favorite movie. Period. Like out of any genre in the world, that is my favorite movie. But of course, I didn't see that till I was older. And I'm like, oh my god, it's the lady from Popeye and the fairy tale show. What the hell? But yeah, he really did her in like for that movie, and you can tell like the scene that they chose to put in there. If you rewatch it, you could just see it in her eyes how fucking utterly exhausted she is. She was just beyond. And meanwhile, Jack, I mean, let's just say I think he had a much easier time performing because he wasn't the one being victimized, number one. And number two, the guy is, I don't know. It's very strange to make assumptions like this when you don't know a person, but I just look at him and I'm like, yeah, you can just snap out of character like that, can't you?
He's a kooky motherfucker.
Yeah, he's yeah.
Is that the name of the episode? Jack Nicholson is a kooky motherfucker.
I like it. A nice follow-up
to Jiminy Cricket.
Jiminy Cricket.
I literally can't right now.
Jack Nicholson, wherever you are, I would still marry you. Anybody out there know him? Nope. That's right, because he's a fucking enigma. Nobody knows where he's at. Obviously, he stopped working.
He's definitely in California.
Definitely in California.
Although, like Anthony Hopkins.
I have not seen, or like usually there's paparazzi photos. He's always at Lakers games with his son. Right on the floor, and I haven't seen.
I mean, think about it. There haven't been games. They're not letting people at any game.
No, I mean like, but I mean like before COVID. Like I'm talking like 2018, 2019. Like I don't remember seeing him, and
I can't.
I know that he's in his 80s now. I don't even want to fucking go there with this conversation. But you already know what I'm feeling. That man is my favorite entertainer, actor, talent in this entire world. So
speaking of Jack,
marry you.
We're not going to get depressed over here.
No.
Speaking of Jack, I am a grade A asshole. G for Gow here. You know why? Because we talked about Disney last week, and I didn't talk about Pirates of the Caribbean.
Girl, that's right. That is right.
I'm sitting here like, well, what's my favorite Disney movie? I only saw the first one 7 times in the movie theater.
I went with you twice, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's both 2 out of the 7 I went with you.
And you know what? I'm going to say it. You're going to hear it on this podcast. And if you don't like it, you could kiss my fat ass in Macy's window. Disney, you should be utterly ashamed of yourselves for firing, this is how mad I'm getting, for firing Johnny Depp.
Please,
no one is going to see the next Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
No matter who you hire. No.
Don't even go there. They better not fucking hire somebody else to play Jack. They better not. I thought that they were just gonna like make it so he was like
I'm not
dead or something like that.
I'm not positive if that's like a plan. I'm just that was.
No, I wouldn't be surprised though.
I wouldn't be surprised if they recast him. That and then meanwhile, I skimmed through the Snyder's cut of Justice League. I plan on watching the whole thing. It's 4 hours long, man. Like so I skimming through it and I'm like, wow, like Amber Heard really fucking still is in this.
Yeah, but you know what's great? She's not going to be in the next Aquaman movie.
Good.
You know who is?
Who?
Daenerys.
Are you kidding me? Is she going to be Mera?
Mm-hmm. I saw pictures the other day. And she looks real hot as a redhead.
Oh my god!
It better be real.
I'm not even gonna lie.
It better not be like a fan teaser thing that I saw and I thought it was real. Because
I never do this, but like I'm really gonna Google this right now because I love Emilia Clarke so fucking much.
But think about it. You know what makes that even better? It's her and Jason Momoa.
I know. and they're such good friends after working together on Game of Thrones. It makes so much sense.
They were like pretty much married off camera.
They are. It's like they're each other's like work wife and work husband, I think.
Did you see
They're adorable.
what's that freaking I'm having like a brain for it. You know that British talk show?
Oh my god.
You know what I'm talking about? The guy with the
Literally-
red couch.
Yes.
They were on that show together.
Fuck, what is his name? I know that I watch all those interviews because like it's
So you saw the two of them together on there, like
Yeah.
how they were acting. It was adorable.
It might be a fan thing, but you know what? Like it's still a really fucking great job. Like okay, like I don't know if they could see, probably not. Like the Amber compared to Amelia, and all I have to say about that is yes.
Do it, Disney.
Like she looks fucking beautiful.
I'm sorry, that wasn't Disney. Do it, DC. Yeah, she looks
She looks
incredible.
fucking beautiful like that. I don't know. You guys Google it because this isn't coming into focus. She looks amazing.
But yeah, Disney, you should be ashamed of yourselves.
Honestly. That makes...
Look at my eyes right now. If looks could fucking kill.
It's just like, okay, it's my understanding that so much evidence came out in this case that she was the provoker.
Oh yeah, she
That
only
she
cut his
hurt
finger
him.
off.
Yeah, with the fucking broken bottle and all this shit. So how do you...
And she tried to castrate him, and she shit on his bed.
That's what I'm saying. This is a crazy fucking bitch. Like, get her ass out of Hollywood. Here she is, telling a fake Me Too story, and she's still a spokesperson for, I forget if it's like L'Oreal or something like that. I saw her like
No,
on
they
a
cut
commercial.
her.
They did cut her because I knew I haven't seen that shit in a while.
You know what her biggest fault was
What?
that, I mean, not only she lied, but she lied and said that she was going to donate like 3/4 of her settlement money to domestic violence awareness, and she never did.
She's a fucking bitch.
That's why they were like, oh, wait a second, we should probably go to trial over this again.
There are so many women out there that have experienced like actual abuse that when someone like this bitch comes forward and lies about it.
Not only that, it makes him look bad on top of it, because did you see the video of him flinching with her on the red carpet? That was fucking horrifying.
I didn't see it, and
They were on
I'm
the
not
red
sure if I
carpet.
want to, because that's sad.
Well, they were
That's
like
extremely sad.
they were standing next to each other on the red carpet, and she went to like whisper something in his ear, and she went like this or something, and like went to like say something to him, and he was like literally fucking like flinched, like, and like went back, and she started laughing and like thought it was funny.
That fires me up. That fires me up.
It hurts my heart.
Let's talk about pirates. a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's talk about pirates.
I could probably recite all those movies right now, but we will get to it.
You know what the sickest thing was is just having to do with pirates was I mean, I've been going to Disney World since I'm 8. So I remember the original Pirates ride vaguely, but enough to where when I went back, and it was after they made all the changes, after they made the Pirates movies, it was so fucking cool how they incorporated all the little details from the movie in the original ride. They didn't take anything away from it or like replace shit. Like, I really love what they did.
Do you have a favorite?
A favorite what?
Pirates movie.
Oh, honestly, like I am hard pressed to say anything but the first. And I know that it's mostly because, like, I don't know, it's like nostalgia. Then also it was the one I remember seeing with you, and it was like everything surrounding like that point in our lives.
Dude,
like,
the fourth and fifth one were my favorites.
Yeah?
Oh, hell yeah. Fucking the fourth one with Blackbeard, Ian McShane.
No, honestly, no, the
I love him.
fourth one was really fucking good.
And you know what? Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley weren't in it. Oh, a baby!
The Velociraptor cat has entered again.
He knew we were talking about Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, come here.
I had him watch Finding Dory the other day. He loved it.
You love Finding Dory?
I mean, what cat wouldn't love a fish on TV? But it
Yeah,
was amazing. He
that's
liked
true.
Becky, the fish.
Oh
I
my
mean, the fish, the bird. Remember Becky? When Marlon's like,
Becky?
did you see Finding Dory?
No.
Oh,
I never saw
my
Finding Dory.
God.
Yeah.
All right. So there's one part where there's this bird, Becky, and like pretty much Marlon and Nemo have to get into this like aquarium to find Dory. And they're talking to these like sea lions outside the aquarium. And
Yeah.
a Pipsy.
The sea
They're
lions.
trying to get into the freaking aquarium and they're like, how are we going to get in there? And the sea lions are like, oh, don't worry. We'll just ask Becky. And these birds, I don't even know what type of bird she is, but it's like the ones with like the red eyes and the black head and like the white like torsos with the spots all over them. I forget what kind of birds they are. But anyway, like
sure.
she flies over and she's like, we'll call her like a little loopy, I guess. And the sea lion's like, all right, you have to look directly into her eye. The cat did that. So
Could you imagine? Sorry, guys. I'm out. The door just shut very dramatically.
they're like, you have to look into her eyes and you have to like catch her attention. So like Marlon's looking at her and he's like, Lulu, Lulu, like, and she like,
Yo, can we watch that next weekend?
yes, we have to.
I'd really like to.
Do you know how many people are in that movie?
Though I'm like a really huge Disney fan, there's definitely some that I have not watched. I still haven't seen Up.
Well, that's just that first 10 minutes of that movie is depressing, but it's good. It's
I
like,
heard. I did hear that. I just think that I thought maybe I wasn't in the right headspace to watch it, so I just avoid it. And then so much time went by, and I'm like, well, fuck. Like, how can myself have watched that?
it's one of those
I
movies
really
where
do
it's
wanna
the
watch
first
Finding
just like
Dory.
couple minutes. It's like a backstory, but you cry a little bit, but like you'll get through it. It's all right.
Okay, nice. Good to know. I want to know what you're talking about with your bird friend.
You know who's in that freaking movie? Speaking, because we were just watching Modern Family before we started filming. Phil is the voice of,
Ty Burrell?
yeah, he's the voice of a fucking beluga whale. And I can't think of his real name.
Whose real name?
Al
Like
Bundy.
Oh, Ed O'Neill?
Yes.
Ed O'Neill.
He plays an octopus. Actually, technically a septopus because he's got 7 tentacles instead of 8. And he's fucking hysterical.
Okay, I need to watch this. No, last week, when I was over here chilling with her, she put on Peter Pan, and I haven't watched that in a really long time. But I've never watched it with her. Period. Now, watching a movie by myself and watching a movie with her, 2 very different experiences because we laugh at all the same shit, and we know what's gonna make the other one laugh. So I think that like I also react based on like I know that you're going to crack up at a particular thing. Everything between Smee and Captain Hook is just fucking gold. Peter Pan himself can suck my dick. He's the worst character.
Honestly, I went back to watch it because I realized I said that we were talking about how we couldn't remember any of the songs. And it was funny because Janice messaged me and was like, oh, there's this song, this song, and this song. And I was like, I totally forgot about these songs and I hadn't watched it. So I was like, I have to go back and watch it. And dude, he's a fucking prick.
He's such a fucking prick. And if
his first line, he looks at Wendy and he's like, do girls really talk this much? I was like,
fuck you.
Okay, creepzoid.
But you know what? They were true to the book, the actual novel Peter Pan. Or I don't actually think it was called Peter Pan. I think it was called Peter and Wendy. That's the name of the book.
Oh, it wasn't. It wasn't called Pan.
Yeah, it's called Peter and Wendy. And I read that, and Peter is a horrifying little monster, little shit. And let's just say that Disney really stuck to who he was at his core. Even what I hated about the Disney movie is that it painted Wendy to look like this big nag when really she was the only fucking sane one out of all of them. Peter's over there, like this is a world he created, right? So he has the mermaids there that'll fucking flirt with him and make Wendy jealous, and then he has Captain Hook, so he can like always fight off this, someone that he always looks like a hero and turn like he's just.
I was gonna
such a
say he
fuck.
always wins. He never loses.
That's
so it's
the
like,
point. That Neverland is his imagination, so everything's supposed to go his way there. In the book, he fucking kills some of the Lost Boys when they don't listen. He just does some really screwed up shit. So, damn. All the real stories are always exceptionally morbid versus what Disney portrays. So thank you, Disney, for protecting us.
to an extent.
To an extent. There's some problematic things that happened over the years, like, I don't know, dicks on Ariel's castle, or the word sex spelled out in the stars in Lion King. Oh, Till's calling her. I guess it's time to end the episode now because you gotta talk to your boyfriend.
I'm blushing.
We love him. I genuinely love Till. I know I don't love him as much as this one does, but I do love him. I think that he's a very, very smart and very artistic individual.
You know why he's smart? Because the other day he promoted that they were going to play the entire Lindman concert live from Moscow. It was like one of the last shows before he was in the hospital in ICU for 2 weeks for fucking pneumonia. They thought he had COVID, but he didn't.
So scary.
They promoted on YouTube the other day that they were going to play the whole show. Well, they made it seem like they were going to play the whole show, and he just premiered the trailer. And there was 65,000 people in the chat. And I was really upset, I'm not going to lie, because I thought I was going to watch the full concert. And Paul looked at me and started laughing. He goes, he's the smartest motherfucker ever. And I was like, why do you say that? And he's like, because he just got over 70,000 people to watch that trailer, that minute-long trailer, in one shot.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's up to like, I don't even know. It's like at least quadruple the views. Because it got all those initial views that it was put into the most viewed area on.
I was going to say the way that it was put out, how you absorbed it was, oh my God, it's a surprise thing at 3 p.m. today, or whatever time it was.
He fucked the algorithm, literally.
Yeah.
Because he did that on purpose so people would be like, oh my God, it's the full concert we're going to watch. Like people from here and from Europe, because the chat was all different languages.
Yep.
And he got 70,000 people to watch it. So because of that, it came up in like the top videos on YouTube for the day. So people that didn't even know who Lidman was fucking watched it.
Yeah.
So May 21st, the full DVD will be out.
I'm excited. I would like to watch that with you when you get it.
We could watch one song in the living room after this before we leave, because they came out with one song.
Okay, that's fine. I will settle for one song. I know that that's not what you wanted, babes.
The worst part was before they showed the trailer, they showed the beginning of the concert, and Till went to walk out on stage, and they ended it. So you could imagine the anger that I was feeling at that point. But alas.
There's also a live show that I wanted to mention because Phil announced that they're him and the Illegals are doing a live stream.
And that's the band name in case anyone like automatically
Philip Anselmo and the Illegals. They are going to do a set called Vulgar Display of Pantera, and the whole entire live stream is going to be Pantera songs. And what I was going to look up was what date in April it was. I want to say it's the 8th or 9th for some reason.
Could be.
I want to say it's the 8th or 9th. We will definitely fucking be there because
actually we'll be here, but we'll be there in spirit.
Listen, I only got one opportunity before to hear Phil sing Pantera songs, and it was Metal Masters. And when the first time I got to hear Phil perform Pantera song was Metal Masters. I think that was, even though it was obviously cool to see him perform a new level and like the other shit with the Illegals that time with you,
aka the End of Domination.
Metal Masters are like, that's Kerry King.
Yeah, I was gonna say
and
icons.
Frank Bello, and there were so many icons on that stage that when it first started up, I was just like, this is not fucking happening. Like, somebody pinch me. It was one of the best experiences of my fucking life.
I would proudly admit that I would shit my pants.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, so then that way, or next time when I was with you, and then they played some Pantera shit at Mulcahy's, I was like, oh my lord,
You
I
know
feel like
you're-
a lucky duck right now.
You know your band is hard. That even years later, after being a band, when Revolver Magazine comes out with the top 5 craziest bands to see live, like the craziest pits live, and your band still gets number 1, even if you haven't toured, and you're on a list with bands that are currently touring. That is
So
fucking
good.
insane.
So
Think
good.
about that. You haven't
Mm.
played with, let's say for argument's sake, like the article came out and they hadn't played in 10 years or something.
Yeah.
And you're number 1 still?
Yeah.
As the fucking heaviest, craziest band to see live? Get the fuck out of here.
I fucking wish, man. I wish.
Stop. I would give my left nipple.
I would give my left, right, fucking anything. I would go to that show literally as a stump with my limbs missing.
Like Till in the video? The Plant
Yo.
Science video?
Mm-hmm. That's he's
I would-
fucking wild.
I would feed him soup.
Really? That's the first thing you would think to put in his mouth is soup? I don't think so.
He doesn't
Gail.
have hands or anything, so this is getting personal.
This is getting real personal. Okay, guys.
We gotta go eat chicken teriyaki. Just kidding.
Oh my god.
No chicken
The one
teriyaki.
time that I don't have chicken teriyaki to eat.
Sorry.
But I do have for everyone that knows me and makes fun of me, okay, so I eat at least 1 green apple a day, but my thing is I don't eat it all in one shot and I go back to it. So like don't judge me, but this is what my apple like looks like right now. And I'll just not eat this part and I'll start biting from like right here because it's still fresh apple in there, okay? It's still fresh apple. I'm not going to throw that shit out.
You should carry a lemon on you.
Oh, great. Now I got to carry 2 fruits with me.
Well, you could squeeze the lemon onto the apple and then it won't turn brown.
Yeah.
I do that with my coleslaw because I put green apples in my
Again,
coleslaw.
I fucking did it. That's for making fun of you. Okay. I'm going to go eat my, I guess, half-rotten apple now. So thank you for tuning in.
And we're going to watch the lemon video.
Yes, we're also going to do that.
We're going to turn off. Paul's probably watching Vikings.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Skarsgård. Gustav Skarsgård.
There's Skarsgård.
Shout out to the Skarsgårds. Speaking of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Especially Bill and Alex.
The father was the barnacle boy.
How about fucking I never thought that we what?
Freaking the father. Oh my god, I can't think of his name. The father Skarsgård.
Let's just call him Father Scars.
Father Skarsgård. Well, the mother's my Skarsgård.
Oh my god.
Can't forget that. He was Orlando Bloom's dad in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
Yes. I do recall this. I was
Barnacle boy.
I never thought. Okay, Alex Skarsgård, very good looking man. Always thought that, but I was always like, yeah, like, excuse me. I'm like, he's handsome, but like not really my type. Then I watched True Blood for the first time, and now I cannot get Eric Northman out of my fucking head, and I'm like, give me your children.
I can't get Floki, aka Gustav Skarsgård, out of my head because that's all Paul's been watching is Vikings, and every time I come in the room, it's either him or Edge on the screen.
Oh my god, that was so funny when you. I used to be a huge Edge fan, and I did not know that was him when you sent it to me.
So
Or not-
weird.
Wait, no, yeah, you sent it to me. You showed me like
We were on camera.
We were on doing a little video chat. That's what it was. I love video chat. Okay,
Stay Gary, Sarah Gary's.
say Gary, Sarah Gary.
I can't. I knew you were going to do that.